It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and we're watching Akello Witherspoon, who picked up 4 tackles in last week's contest. It's the Eagles and the Rams, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here the Rams set to go to work on offense, and they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the 4th-year man, it's Cam Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And they needed to be, because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you're outplaying their defense as well, and that's what they did in the last game.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Stafford. Middle of the field to Jefferson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And they needed to be, because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you have to outplay their defense as well, and that's what they did in their last game.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by someone who has proved doubters wrong his entire career. MVP runner-up a season ago, Jalen Hurts.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Penny, a first down carry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure. Eagles at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And even though it's the offense with the ball now, how about that defense last week? They pitched a shutout. It's really more like a no-hitter because they absolutely dominated that game from the opening whistle. An absolute masterpiece.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Penny will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun, Stafford. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now it's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Throwing is Stafford. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They keep it with Penny on first down, and he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Penny. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21. Throwing is Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
If Goddard doesn't miss 5 games last year, there's a good chance he gets Philly a third 1,000-yard receiver. Just getting better and better, now entering his 6th season.
And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. Able to get away. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
We saw a strong first half from the veteran running back Rashad Penny. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run from Penny. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. From the gun, a give to Penny. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Play action. Here's Hurts. Being chased out left. Leaves it for Penny. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd down, here's Hurts. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Jalen Hurts with another touchdown rushing. 13 touchdowns, led all quarterbacks last year on the ground. No one else had more than 8. And, of course, we all remember the 3-touchdown game in the Super Bowl. So called running plays or scrambles, Jalen Hurts is dangerous.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Stafford now to throw.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Jalen Carter drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Joseph Charlton in punt formation.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
And it's fielded at the 34. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
73 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Again, it's Penny.
Down inside the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll drop to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Penny up the middle. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. On first down, it's Stafford. A short throw taken in by Long. No gain on the play, and it's second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's Stafford. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taking on the midfield logo. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Here's a give to Penny. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Here's second and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
A handoff to Penny. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia.